In its current form, Senate Bill 5 would impact police and firefighters much like it would teachers and government workers. Salary schedules could be replaced by an undefined merit pay system. Local governments couldn't pay workers pension contributions. The workers could no longer bargain for health care packages. In fact, they'd have to pay at least 20% of health care costs.
To say you're not going to be able to bargain your health care, I think that's just ridiculous. It goes hand in hand with all the other monetary issues of the contract.
Even more concerning to local FOP President Jim Gilbert, the possibility of losing binding arbitration and the health and safety protections it can offer. Gilbert points to a past negotiation to get a police substation clean following a MRSA outbreak.
They could say, hey, tough luck. We don't care that 11 employees have gotten MRSA. We don't believe it's a work condition. We believe they're getting it all from home.
For Senate Bill 5 supporters, the emphasis isn't on hurting workers, but on shifting the negotiation balance back toward management.
The whole business of collective bargaining reform is really designed to create a platform for job growth and entrepreneurship. Collective bargaining reform is just one tool in an overall process.
But for firefighters, this issue is as simple as ensuring safety.
Whether you have enough people in a fire truck, the type of equipment you have, those kind of things that really are important to our members.
Firefighter Union President Jack Rial worries without binding arbitration, government negotiators could ignore safety concerns.
Without that in place, basically the city could come and say, they could just thumb their nose at us and say, look, we're going to do what we want to do and there's nothing you can do about it.